What's up? It's your girl KassKills here for HipHopCanada. I'm in the building with LA's own Mr. Dizaster.
Yeah.
Say what up, homie?
West Coast all day. We still on the West Coast out here in Vancouver. You already know what it is. Chilling.
Your first time out here?
Yeah.
And you like it?
Love it.
You love it.
It's just like LA and Toronto in one city.
Kind of is. A little chill, a little smaller
Yeah, you
than
got
LA.
the weather, you got the...
I just watched a press conference with you and Cassidy. You're getting ready for a big battle. The Ether.
Yep, Ether.
Ether.
That's the name of the event.
He came in as a hologram.
Yeah.
Was he really in the building though?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
You could confirm that?
Yeah, I can confirm that. That Bahamas shit was...
Why?
That was a super
why do you think he
duper lie.
showed face, for real?
I think it was more Alki just, you know, wanting to just put the technology on display, showing people what he has to work with. You could probably call it flexing.
Yeah.
I think he's
flexing
on
his
it.
technology.
Yeah.
That's a patent. Like he's the only one who can use that hologram technology, right?
Yeah, pretty much. That's his. He owns the company, so you know what I'm saying. The Tupac you see and all that. You know that's his. So you know he was just showing everybody exactly how it would look, and it was pretty crazy. It was kind of weird for me because I didn't know where the hell it was coming from.
Yeah.
So I was like facing the crowd. I was just seeing the crowd. Like Kaz was like inside of a mirror on that side. Like he wasn't like next to me. He was like where the crowd was. It was like really weird, and it was like reflecting off a mirror. So when you guys saw that shit on video, it just appeared like he was next to me.
Right.
He wasn't next to me. He was in the room in the back.
So for those who don't know, Alki David is a billionaire.
Correct.
How do you feel he's going to take battle rap to the next level, or what's his, what's his role going to be?
I mean, honestly, what all battle rap needed really was basically like a venture capitalist, because you know most battling leagues they look for investors and people that are going to put money into it, that are always looking for a profit, and that's all they care about. This dude is more, he's not really thinking about that. This is small money to him anyways. He's more looking at it as, you know, a long-term thing and becoming part of something successful and amazing. And you know, when you have that much money behind you to do whatever you want, and the creativity is being kept, you know, basically quarantined because, you know, me, Lush, and the people involved, you know, will make sure it'll never become some, you know, like people are scared it might turn corporate or, you know, NTV-ish. We'll never go in that route. That shit will never happen, you know. We definitely preserve the integrity of this art because we've been in this for a long time and it's a part of us. So, you know, these are the right steps that need to be taken, because it wasn't going to stay underground forever. We started at the parks, and it's bound to just, you know, it's already worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Now people need to just see it on the mainstream level and understand what it is. We don't got to be a part of the mainstream, but as long as everyone's aware of what we're doing and they respect it, and oh, wait a minute, this takes a lot more talent than, you know, having 1,000 writers with you and taking your time and whatever it is. You know, what we do is just the purest form of hip hop, period. And as long as we get our respect, we're good, and a little bit of money too.
Yeah, y'all gotta get paid, man.
Yeah, we definitely do. I'm not gonna front like it's not about that. Also.
So at that press conference, lyrical weigh-in, as they called it. So you showed your lyrical
Kaz
weigh-in.
is such a predictable person. Like,
why didn't he spit?
So when they asked me to do it, Lush was asking me before, he hit me up, he's like, yeah man, it's a lyrical weigh-in, we need you to do a verse. I'm like, I ain't doing it. And they were getting mad at me like, what do you mean, you know, like as if I'm acting too cool. And I was like, because he ain't gonna spit, and I know it for a fact. Like he's gonna make up an excuse why he can't spit, trying to make himself look cooler. Whatever it is, because he knows he's just not confident enough to just rap, you know what I mean? I already knew he didn't have that confidence. Like, he talks a lot of shit, but I knew he wasn't just going to throw something out there like that, you know, because he can't. He has to either think of it for a long time, or it's like really important to him to where he can't share it with people. He can't just rap. Like, it's okay, you don't have to, you know, use your bars. I had a gang of bars for him already, you know what I'm saying? I have at least 12 to 16 bars for him, because when I thought we were going to rap at the thing, they told me a day in advance, I just wrote like a quick 12, you know? So, and then when we got there, I just knew he wasn't going to rap. So I just freestyled, and I didn't even give him the 12 bars that I had prepared for the press conference. you know, and he pulled off what I thought he would do. Just, you know, act like he's too good, just a diva-ass little fucking weenie.
So you're gonna kill him in this battle?
Yeah.
That's what you're trying to say. Of course.
He's not built like that. Like, he was sitting there talking about, you know, I came from the days of, you know, we used to rap like 4 or 5 times a day. No practice. Like, who are you talking to? Like, I didn't feel like just going back at him, like, because he's just an idiot that doesn't know his homework. Like, you're talking to me. It's Dizaster. Like, you haven't done that as much as me. I'm the guy that is freestyled and killed everybody thousands of times a day before there was no preparation. Not just what you did, prepare your verse at home and then bombard people. That's not talent, Cassidy. Talent is pulling the shit out of mid-air when you run into people. What I used to do, what KRS-One used to do, what Thesaurus used to do, what Illmaculate used to do. You know, those type of people, not you. What do you fucking mean you can't, like, you came from the day of just prepare your verse and have it ready for whoever runs up. Like, that ain't nothing. Like, I really do this shit. Like, so, you know, it's a really funny contrast. He you know, I look at him as the type of dude that has those qualities in him, but he hasn't really, you know, he used to battle like, you know, mixtape rappers and dudes that would come up like, hey, yo, and I push rock on the block, and I move with the Glock, and I, you know, it's like, you ain't even no kind of threat. Like, most of the rappers he battled are rappers that rapped about themselves and what's around them. They weren't direct rappers. That East Coast style, the way it's been for the longest, you could apply it to anybody. Hey, you don't got money like that, or you don't got, like, it's all about, like, what you got more than them. My clothes nicer than yours. Like, that's always been their style. I come from a different style. It's about directly attacking, dissecting people. To him, that's like, you know, you're studying too much. Like, what the fuck you mean? That's what we do. Like, if I could look at you and analyze some shit about you or by your actions previously, of course I'm going to use that against you. It's part of battling. Yeah. You know? He doesn't really get what's going on. I hope these type of interviews will help him. Maybe he's just too ignorant. Like, he really thinks that this shit's funny. Like, it's a joke. I really do think that he thinks it's some funny shit. And it's not at all.
One of the most prolific we can talk about maybe for a second is your battle with Math Hoffa.
Yeah.
Now, it seems like there was a lot of energy even leading up to that, a lot of, like, you know, aggressive energy leading up to that fight, or battle regardless, that turned into a fight. But do you think that that result would have, that outcome would have come if it was anybody else?
I don't know. Sometimes people that I battle, I don't like them, and I might be pushed to that point. Like, it could have happened with Arcane. I don't know. I can't really think of too many people off the top. It wasn't necessarily like it was genuine animosity, but it was just things were never right. You know what I mean? Like, there was always that what if, you know, and you know, that shit was just adrenaline and circumstance, honestly. Like, after a while, I could just look back. Like, I thought of all the millions of reasons of why it happened myself, you know what I mean?
I'm sure you
And I just look back, it's just adrenaline. That's the best way. If I could put it all into one word, that shit was pure adrenaline. Like, you know what I mean? Just, when you're battling, like, I don't know, people are different than me. I'm really high-strung when I'm battling, you know, I'm not relaxed. I try to smoke before my battles to calm down, I never do. Like, imagine if I just go into them like fully sober and shit, like, I'd probably be like off the wall completely, you know what I mean? I try to calm down, I do everything I can. I get just crazy, you know what I'm saying? I get like jittery when I'm battling. It's just part of my shit, you know what I mean? That's just how I move. I don't even sound the same sometimes when I'm battling. I don't even sound like me, because I'm just on one.
Have you guys spoken since?
Not really, I mean, kind of. It just hasn't been really, whatever. I mean, it is what it is with that, man. You know, I spoke on it. I did my piece, he did too. So I try not to talk about it anymore, you know.
Maybe you might want to answer the question. Did you actually ban yourself from KOTD?
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't think that mattered because I got banned. Which, you know, I just feel like, you know, that should end soon. Sooner than a year. They should just come to the conclusion that it was just a little bit too harsh, and they all know it. So, you know.
So, will you return?
Yeah. It's just, you know, Organic needs to just be like, fuck all of you, I run this shit. I'm the owner. I make the decisions. You guys don't have to like my decision, but I'm bringing them back. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's a double-sided coin because I guess it's not fair for the people that are gonna be like, oh, you fucked up, you know. It's all gonna be like people from New York and shit like that are gonna be hitting him up like, you know, you're a bad person and you brought him back. You guys set Math up and, you know, all the conspiracies. But, you know, there's no rule that says if you punch someone you should be banned. If there was like some kind of world law that says, hey, you know, there's some fucking rule that they made up after the shit happened. Come on with this shit, man. You know? Some bullshit.
So we're gonna start a campaign.
Start a campaign. I'll easily
bring back Dizaster campaign.
I could have easily started that, but I ain't gonna disrespect Organic like that. I could easily get people to just start fucking just raging on his Twitter. He knows, like, I'll get his Twitter shut down if I start like getting my fans going. Organic will be hitting me up for days like, fuck your fans. You know, I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'll let it just settle and move the way it's supposed to. That's the homie though. Shouts out to Travis.
You've got a lot of endeavors. You filmed Total Slaughter, the Road to Total Slaughter.
Yeah.
One of the last episode I just recently watched, you were singing.
Yeah.
That was dope. Can we expect some like recorded music? Yeah, I mean, yo, if you want to bust out a melody or something.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I would do that, but yeah, I'm definitely like, I already got a lot of songs where I'm like singing on them. They're not like R&B singing, but they're definitely vocals, and people will be shocked. They won't be able to say anything. It's gonna be like, fuck, it's fucking good. It doesn't seem like him. Like, people just gonna have to like imagine like it's not me doing it, and they'll be able to enjoy it. Maybe because they're gonna be thinking that it's me, the one that's always like aggressive and yelling at people. But I'm really talented at a lot of shit, you know, and no one can really use that against me. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some shit I definitely use against people. Actually, I've planned a way to plan it into the battle game really smoothly, so we'll see how that goes. You guys better watch out. Get hit with a fucking two-piece vocal while you're battling me. Start singing about your mom or some shit.
Something real smooth.
Some smooth shit for your mother.
Let's talk about your connection with Drake a little bit. He's our Canadian hero.
Yeah, man, Drake, like, honestly, like, people don't, I don't think this has been said before, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I feel like Drake is responsible for a big reason of why battle rap went mainstream, because Drake was the first celebrity to ever show up to a battle like that, like big mainstream celebrity doing it right now. We've had other people, you know, show up to events, you know what I'm saying, like, no disrespect to them, but Drake was the first real mainstream guy doing it. Like, and when he showed up, it was like a couple weeks before he dropped Take Care. I think it was a week, actually. It was a week before he put out the Take Care album. And, you know, he came to watch my battle with DNA. And after that, you just saw all kinds of celebrities getting involved, because he was tweeting it, and, you know, a lot of them are friends with each other. So when they see another celeb on some other shit, like, you know, they have their own community type of thing, fools that get money like that. Like, so when they see their homie into some new shit, they're all gonna get put on. And I just feel like that was the start. Like, people will probably never give Drake credit for that, but I think he was the first dude to turn battle rap mainstream. Like, that's why Busta and all these other dudes now showing up at battles and stuff like that. But Drake was the first dude to actually go out of his way and show up to a fucking battle, you know what I'm saying? And throw bread when he didn't have to. So shouts out to Jersey, man, for sure.
Could you give some credit, or how much credit could you give to KOTD for taking battle rap, like, international?
I mean, honestly, like again, the Drake showing up to my DNA battle, which DNA is like arguably, like, me and DNA is arguably the best battle of all time. Like, if you look at it from all aspects, people, you know, there's other nominees. There's like JC versus Chilla. There's like Lux versus Mook. A lot of battles that are classic. But those battles did not have like just all the elements that me and DNA brought. Like, we literally rapped, like, we threw out like 20 minutes of material, and we had a big mainstream artist there. We freestyled. We did everything, rebuttals. Like, there was like everything you could imagine all put into one. It was like the greatest battle ever. Like, me versus DNA, and then the cannabis battle. You know what I mean? Like, you know, those two battles really, like, changed shit in a big direction. Cannabis was the first. So King of the Dot has those two accomplishments over everybody. They have the first biggest mainstream dude to ever break through like our art to all them, and the first league to have a dude of a caliber of cannabis from the industry that's a legend step into the ring and actually battle. You know what I mean? So that's like really big, man. And you gotta also remember another thing: when Grind Time fell off, King of the Dot was there to pretty much continue it. So if it wasn't for that, you know, battle rap would have went in a completely different direction for sure.
Interesting. So that kind of leads into my next question, which is, what is your favorite battle of all time? Yours or
someone else's?
Yeah.
You know, for someone to say their own battle is their favorite battle of all time is pretty narcissistic. But let me see. I definitely love my DNA and Cannabis battle, but my favorite battle to watch, I have a lot of favorite battles. I seriously don't know what to tell you about that. I love Dumbfounded versus Tantrum. Battles that people don't really, you know. It changed over the years, you know what I mean? Like right now, I feel like that's all I could think of. You know, Ilmac versus Bender, The Source versus Ilmac, Tantrum and Dumbfounded. What else are amazing battles? Who else? Hollow versus Big T is one of like my favorite battles ever. It's an incredible battle. The replay value on Big T stuff years later is just even better than it used to be. And Hollow's just always incredible. Yeah, pretty much those.
We were talking earlier, and you had mentioned somebody, Vancouver local, that
that
you'd be interested in battling.
Well,
maybe talk about that a bit.
Yeah, in Vancouver, yeah, that's the thing. I definitely have someone I'm interested in battling, and then there's like my favorite battler out here. I just want to say my favorite battler in Vancouver is this dude named Little G. You know, the homie Lil Sparka put me on to him. Yo, this fool is the best ever. You know, you guys just gotta go watch his shit, man. You just gotta, you know, just listen to him. This dude's incredible, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to give away too much. He's just my favorite, like, battle out of Vancouver, hands down. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go watch more of his battles. And I would, if I want to do something for Vancouver division, because I just feel like, you know, all it needs is like, you know, one big battle to just kickstart it and get people to be inspired, because that's all it is, man. You do big battles and things like that, and it inspires, you know, the younger guys and people that don't think there might be like an outlet for it. All they have to see is something big, like. And if me and like Madchild battled out here, I just feel like it would just be like the best thing for Vancouver. His fan base is out here. Madchild's the homie. I would just, you know, he's always been a respectful dude. He's dope as fuck. You know, he's a great like artist, period. You know, he's respected by everybody. And he's done a battle before, so it wouldn't be like I'm like, you know, just like calling him out. It'd kind of be like if he still has that itch for it, I would be down to do it in Vancouver only, because I would want to do it for Vancouver, and that would be the only reason I would do it. Even though Madchild is incredible, and I'm not, you know, saying that's the only reason I would battle him or whatever it is, but that's the only way it would make sense for me, is to do something out here like that. And I think that would be really fucking, really vital for, you know, the growth of it. After that, people will be battling everywhere, and you'll have a lot of events, trust me. I know how this shit works, because I've been doing it for like 15, 16 years. I'm getting old doing this shit, and I'm probably going to have white hair doing this shit, so, you know, that would be very, very nice. It'll be monumental.
Oh, I hope we can
yeah, Madchild, I hope you see this, man. I've heard him say before that he would battle me, too, so it's not really a far-fetched what I'm doing here. I'm kind of just, you know, if it's an option or not, you know. This is not a call-out. Just an invitation, Madchild. Don't throw one of your axes at me. But, yeah, man.
All right, call off the Warriors. Cool. Great. One last thing you want to say to your Vancouver or overall Canadian fans?
Man, thanks for the support, everyone. I know a lot of people fuck with me out here. I've been walking around the city. People have been walking up to me. I love it out here, man. It's just like another home for me. Just follow me on Twitter to just see what I'm going to keep doing. And yeah, hopefully in the future we'll come and do that out here. You know, follow me on Twitter at Mr. Dizaster, MrDizaster, and Instagram, same thing. And yeah, man, hip hop, man, forever, man. We out here. Yeah.